I take to doggy daycare.
Right. So the Toll Road Authority wasn't keen on that one.
Oh no!
But the cat in the radio.
The cat noise.
Yeah.
We just played random cat noises.
Trapped in your car somehow. People are pulling over looking for this cat trapped in their
trunk.
Good.
Or the grill of their car.
Yeah. Because one person had reached out and they were like, well, I mean, that happened before. I used to live on a farm, and it happened before where the cat got up in there, so I just thought for sure there was a cat in the car.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Animals will get up in there and stay warm.
Yeah, so my mom had to call animal control because the cat got up underneath her Suburban and would not come out.
Get out there.
No matter how much we tried to get it out, my brother came over to try and coerce it out. Nope. And then when they finally, animal control came to try and get it out, and when it jumped out from under my mom's Suburban, it jumped up under the truck of animal control.
Oh, no.
And it was a comedy. I was like,
go.
what is happening? So finally they ended up getting that
That's
cat out.
how I ended up having a cat for several years.
What do you mean, why? Because you had a cat jump into your hood?
There was a cat that was hiding in my, it was a little kitten, and it was hiding in my wheel well. And I don't know why. I just looked before I started my car. I heard a noise. And remember, I tried to give that cat away on the air, and then
No, I do not.
I don't remember.
Don't
you trying
remember
to,
that.
I don't remember
This
you
is
trying
years
to give
ago.
it away.
And then, the person I was dating at the time decided that they were going to keep that cat, and that cat ended up living with me for several years. So,
But you don't have the cat anymore, right?
no,
Okay. Because you have your doggy.
of course.
And then
Dogs and cats get along, Kat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, trust.
My dog does not get along with cats at all.
We've all seen the Instagrams of dogs and cats loving on one another or trying to share a bed and booting each other out of it.
It can happen, of course. Just
my
not in my
mom's
instance.
cats do not like.
The new collie, Ollie the collie.
No.
Ollie the collie.
Nope.
So wait, how quickly did your mom figure this out? It's not going to be a harmonious household now. How many cats does she have? 2?
2 cats.
So then the cats have their territory, and then she brought this collie puppy into their world. And then what happened?
And then now they just live kind of on different floors and do their different things, and they're just thriving
they're
now
segregated.
together. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But they're
And
not
it's
trying to
just-
scratch at the puppy, right?
I'm sure the one kind of like bats its nose because a collie has a really long nose, so his nose, he's like all doopy and dopey and like and he doesn't know where to go with his nose because he's just a little puppy.
Yeah,
so the
and
cat's
cats-
like bah, 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 bah.
Are way more Riley than a dog. A dog
Manipulative.
He's fine.
A dog is very uncoordinated for the most part. A cat usually can outfox them, as it were.
I think so. Hey, I want to do like a really, just a mini I'm so sick of. For anybody that's a dog owner, and Roula, now that you have been one for over a year.
Shocking. I have a dog.
When you take your dog to the dog park, there are usually the small dog section and the big dog section. Here's what I encounter almost every single day. And I can't take Mango to the park anymore. She's just gotten too old.
Oh, yeah.
And then she got bit by a big mean dog
She
last
tumbled.
time. So I see this all the time where a person has a big dog and a small dog. So they decide to bring their big dog into the small dog park. And those dogs terrorize the
Isn't there
hell
some
out
kind
of the
of,
little
like-
dogs.
Isn't there a bunch of people in the small dog park that would speak and say, no, you get out of here with that?
That's the thing.
Normally.
There's not that many people in my little neighborhood park. There's like 2 or 3 people in there. And it's like I walk by and I'm like, I can't take my dog into the little dog park because they decided they're going to bring their big dog into the little dog park.
Why aren't you carrying out?
I don't want to carry
Yeah.
out. It's just
Why
not
not?
worth it.
It's small dog territory.
Excuse me, that dog oversized for the weight limits.
Well, I mean, they say any dog that's over, I think, 25 pounds. And I'm like, okay, a Rottweiler is definitely over 25 pounds.
But sometimes if you have a big dog that lives with a little dog, they know how to treat little dogs and a little more, sweet to them. Are you saying that the big dogs are...
not the one that bit Mango in the face, no.
No, I guess not. Well, my dog used to play too rough with the little dogs, so I brought her into the big dog section. She played rough with them, too.
Eric, have you ever taken Sebby to the park? Like the dog park?
I have no desire to go to that.
No?
It's cleaning them off at the end
That's
that
good for
is
trouble.
always
If they
fun.
have like a little, the one on George Bush, it's right there, Bear Creek, near Bear Creek Park. They've got these nice little fountains, but around little lakes.
Yes.
And they've got all the gravel around it. And my dog would jump in there and then get out and roll around in the gravel like a cannoli.
Yes.
And it's like, oh God, I can't.
But they have the little showery things that you can wash them off. But then you got to wrangle your dog up in there, and then you got to dry the dog off before you get it into the car.
Bring a towel. That's all I can
don't
say.
know.
Plus, then you're committed to that. Once you do it, that dog's will be like, wait, what was this?
What was that
If they
fun
never know about
Disneyland
it-
we went to
Yeah.
of dogs?
Yeah, it's like, how can
Where's
we never
Disney
go back there?
Dogland?
Oh.
Well, yesterday, speaking of dogs, yesterday I had to get our golden doodle groomed. And actually, here's the weird thing. It was Easter Sunday, and they put us on the schedule for that.
Whoa, you got a dog groomer on a Sunday?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was a mobile
Easter?
dog groomer, and they said, okay, we'll send them on Sunday. When they sent the text on Saturday, it's like, hey, we have some openings. Would you like your dog groomed? And it's been a few weeks. I was like, okay, sure. And then, obviously it was Easter Sunday for many, many people. I am Greek Orthodox Christian, which means we are on a different calendar. So my Easter's not till May 5th. Yes,
What,
Cinco de Mayo.
99% of Houstonians then.
Right. Everybody had Easter except me, and just a little pocket full of us. So I didn't think of it that way. To me, it wasn't like, I wouldn't have been home. I streamed church yesterday.
Oh, my gosh.
So when she shows up, I said to her, she gets little Charlie girl, and she's out there, and I go, wait a second, it's Easter today. Is that weird? I'm sorry. She goes, oh no, you're like my 5th customer today. I was like, oh wow, okay. I guess so. I just gave her a
Charge
really
extra?
good. I don't think so, but I gave her a really nice tip. And anyway, so she had some mats, and if you have any kind of oodle doodle, depending on how curly the poodle part of the doodle was, they get you have to really brush them a lot. So we always thought we'd do a good job, but we always miss parts. And I said, you're going to have to shave her down, aren't you? Like part of her's got to go. Yeah. And they're like,
Part of her's got to go.
part of her's got to go. And she's like, yeah, unfortunately, I can try and do like a poodle cut. And then my husband's like, no, poodle cut. You know what poodle cut
Yes,
is, right?
I don't like a poodle cut.
It's like bald body and Ugg boots.
It's real dainty,
And
too.
then they've got or sometimes they've got like a little, like a butt bubble is what I call
Absolutely.
it. Where they let like a big, it's kind of like a big mound of hair around their
You're
butt.
supposed to comb it, every day or something?
Oh, every day. We did it for so long,
kids
Eric.
do it.
Sometimes
Here's
I
the
like
part.
that.
They do, but the part that we can't get is when she lays down. I mean, you're not going to get the part where she always lays down because it always is going to get tangled up there because that's just how she is,
Yeah,
right?
it's also a little bit sensitive in certain parts, like in your
Right.
tummy and in your buttocks.
Yeah, so we let her do what we
My
thought
comb.
We
she
talking about-
thought was best.
Humans or dogs here? What are we doing?
I comb my
Came
back and
back
tummy.
from, I'm going to post this picture on my Instagram, but she came back with a little bow in her hair, and boy, did she get her Ugg boots on yesterday.
Oh, yeah, she does have the.
Oh, they
sand
left the
boots.
hair around.
Oh, my
the-
gosh.
She has Ugg boots.
That's
Around
an
the-
interesting pet. That's
That is
something else.
something.
Oh.
It's saying
Tasha was
something.
like,
That's a statement right
Tasha
there.
was like, wow, I'm not really sure how I feel about
Yeah.
this. I go, how do you think she feels about it?
Well,
Did she see herself in the mirror?
you can ask for a
No,
follow
but
up,
she
and
knows she's basically naked.
they can shave that off.
It's fine, but I mean, it's
Maybe
nice
that
and fluffy and it felt.
groomer was not happy to be working yesterday after
I'll
all.
show you Easter Sunday.
No, she was
bet your
really
dog
I don't
sweet.
care that your holiday's not for another 2 weeks.
Here's your
I
dog.
Ryan, I did not call them and say, come to my house on Easter Sunday.
Oh, I know.
Like I said, I was in Galveston on Saturday, and they sent me that
Oh, my
text.
gosh.
Do you have time? It's been a while. Would you like a groomer tomorrow? And I was like, sure, I guess so. And it's when she showed up, I go, it's Easter Sunday.
Mark the calendar because all three of us, Eric, yourself, and myself, we were all in Galveston on Saturday at the same time. Didn't know it.
Oh, that's so shocking because it's only an hour from here.
I know. And it's like
If we were all in Cabo at the
It's-
same time, didn't know it, I'd be
that'd
more
be
so
shocked.
shocking.
rare though. Like I rarely go to Galveston. And
Why'd you go, Ryan? I mean, Eric has a house there, so.
We just wanted to get some fresh air, and I got news for you, Kevin. You and Sam's little secret spot is not so quiet anymore. So people have found out about it. It's pretty packed now.
Ryan sell it out?
I did not. There's no way I can sell that out. There's
I
a
think that
lot
you
of
went to the
people.
wrong one. I think
No.
you went to the wrong one.
Nope.
During the commercial break, we'll
I know where you're going.
Go
Compare
over.
pictures.
We're going to discuss.
And guess
Yeah.
what? They're going to build a Margaritaville out there.
They are
Yeah,
very
yeah.
close to the
Yeah.
very end there of
Yeah.
East
Why don't you
Beach.
just be squatters? That's the new trend. Everyone's squatting nowadays.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of squatters
I
out
know
there.
that's just the thing, like it's always been happening, but now that the news is.
Like, I was trying to think of, what would I do? Because I have a couple properties, and Sam has one. Like, what would I do if I had a squatter? Luckily, the electricity box is outside of the house. I think the first thing I'd do is go over there, turn off the electricity, and lock that box down. I was thinking about turning off
The
the
heat.
water, but then they couldn't flush the toilet, and that might mess things up.
problem is then they leave angry when they do leave.
Yeah.
Well, at least they
Damage.
leave. At least they leave, though.
Yeah, with a
But then-
hammer to the wall.
Still, you want to get your place back.
Such a crazy law. I don't even know how that's illegal.
I know.
I don't know either.
Or how it happens.
I think in Texas, though, it's a little bit easier to get a sheriff over there after a month to get them out.
The problem they're having now, and I've been watching this on KHOU Channel 11, is these people with the Airbnbs and the short-term rentals. Over in Tanglewood, they're having problems. I watched this on the news over the weekend, and they delisted them from Airbnb, but they're still having these parties. Wild parties. So all these people in these townhomes, they can't sleep. There's hundreds of people. There's been gunshots and just wild ass parties being thrown. And the mayor, all he's really saying right now, he goes, well, we've got to make an informed decision before moving forward.
Well,
I met the mayor this weekend.
You did?
I talked to him for like 25 seconds.
Mayor Whitmire?
He was eating fried chicken
Where?
at the Astros game down at the
Oh, yeah.
Diamond
I saw
Club
your
area.
Amazing seats.
It is. And also, I look over, I see 3 people with earpieces in the table next to me, and there's his. I guess he has 3 bodyguards too,
Okay.
or whatever they would be. They got the easiest job. They're just going to stay in that Diamond Club room while he gets to have fun.
Are the drinks free at the Diamond Club?
No.
They're not free?
No.
You still pay for beer?
You
Wow,
pay for
those
the
seats
drinks.
are so expensive.
Yeah.
And you
I
still
had a
can't
friend
get
let
free
me go in
booze.
there, but I saw the mayor and he was kind of, I kind of judged it. I just wanted to introduce myself and say,
Yeah.
Hey.
you know, thank you for taking care of the firefighters. Marty Langton, that. And he's like, oh, thanks. Shook my hand, but I got the hell out of there. I'm like, I got nothing else.
Dude,
I got nothing else.
So one thing I learned at the Toyota Center the other night is they don't let you get a double and another drink.
Right. You have to have
Because
another
it's just
few,
2 drinks
adult
at a
with
time.
you.
Like if
Is the
you're
rule.
if say Booster was sitting in the stadium and I want to go out and get us drinks,
2 doubles.
Yeah, I want 2 doubles because they're going to shut down the bar. You got to
Yes.
get double.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
no, baby, you can't do that. You have to have someone else here with
Right.
you. I was like, what? I'm paying $30 for this anyway. You want?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Is that the same way?
Because
at
it's a
the
2-drink
Astros game?
max.
Well, where I was so bougie. I was in the front row, and they
Serve you.
The waiter comes to you,
What?
and then you just walk. I was walking by, and people would stop. Hey, Eric! So then I went. They have a whole a bin full of popcorn, Cracker Jacks, and peanuts and stuff for free. So I just grabbed a couple and started throwing them to people.
Oh my
my
god.
God.
People I knew that
You're like
were-
Robin Hood. You're
Oh,
like,
okay.
"That's
People-
good."
You are
Hey,
not
don't-
classy enough
Hey,
for this
Let
crowd.
them eat popcorn.
But Christy, she's a big fan of the show. She runs the Diamond Club area. She brought me a little Astros flask.
Where
That's
is
awesome.
So
that?
that's your first time? I know you've never done this before.
Diamond Club is right behind home field. Plate. I mean, home plate.
Home plate?
Like I was like
Okay.
forced. And I looked to the left. The mayor's right there. He was sitting in Tillman's seat. I was on TV a few times.
Really?
Our old boss at our old station sent me a photo. I think I wasn't scratching my nose or something.
Well, when you're like right behind the batter, they're going to be on TV.
But then I'm like,
on deck.
hey, could you scoot over to the right a little bit? Practice your swing over there. You're in the way.
Eric is
I
right
see
in
what's
the
going
on-deck
on.
circle.
Oh, my God.
All right. Speaking of the weekend,
I've got
we will
Cracker
recap.
Jack to throw out.
We'll recap the weekend because there are a lot of Houston events and an April Fool's joke headline to not fall for because a lot of them
Oh,
come up.
Today's the worst. Just get off social media.
Right. Just don't fall for this particular one because we know for sure it's just a joke. Here's your official weather for this April Fool's Day.
It's going to be cloudy, some wind this afternoon, and listen to this, a high of 85. It's definitely starting to warm up. Already 74 degrees and 612 on the Roland Ryan Show.
From the big screen to the big house.
Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, I want to remind you guys it is April Fool's Day. It is the first of the month. Happy April, my friends. And we are doing a Taylor Swift contest for you to be able to get back to the Eras Tour. Or maybe you didn't get to go to it the first time. She's not coming to Houston for the second round. She's going to Miami, New Orleans, and Indianapolis. So at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m., we are going to give you a specific keyword for a specific text number. In the past, we've done like Grammy flyaways and American Music Award flyaways. There's a special text number for that, and that is the text number we're going to use for this opportunity to see Taylor Swift, not just see her, not just get tickets for the show, but we will fly you there. We'll get you 2 nights hotel, round trip airfare, 2 nights hotel, and we'll get you $500 spending cash plus 2 of the hottest tickets on the planet.
That's awesome.
So 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. Wait for the national keyword, and we will tell you what it is, and we say good luck from there. Now, on Friday night, we had Madonna, and somebody texted this morning, hello, Friday night Madonna concert. What happened to you? You were dead.
What? You guys didn't bring it?
I have to
my
say,
section was popping off.
during the show, yes. Kevin, when I sat down in those seats on Friday night at the Toyota Center, I even asked the people next to me, what's going on? Has it been like this the whole time? It was like elevator music in the lobby of your doctor's office.
What?
It was not a DJ that was pumping everybody up. I got there at 10 o'clock.
That's true.
It was
just they were just playing music over the
like
speakers.
they're just piping it in the speakers, but it wasn't even loud, bumpy, pumping stuff. It wasn't like, it was just like,
I think the DJ did this probably an hour before that, 9 to 10.
I don't know what time did you get there, Kev.
You know, I didn't get there till late. I was over there at eating at China Garden.
That's right.
Until pretty late.
That's right.
I think we went over at 9:30. And it, like you said, it was just chill music. And so we kind of stayed near the bar, of course.
Of course. That's how you got to stay.
Where I can get my doubles. And then once we heard the crowd cheering, then, of course, we went in then. But in the past, she's used her son, Rocco, to DJ, leading up into it. And this time,
Oh,
Bob,
Rocco did
Rocco DJ'd in years past.
Oh, okay. Not this
but
time.
this year, Bob the Drag Queen kind of opened and got
Did.
everyone pumped up.
What does
and that
he
was
do?
cute.
He comes
So-
out in a huge outfit, like
Yeah.
Vogue, the Vogue
Right.
MTV Video Music Award Vogue outfit.
Yeah, the Victorian.
Like the Bridgerton look.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yes, and then comes out and does this thing through the crowd, then gets up on stage and brings out Madonna. Madonna comes out.
Okay.
And then her son David plays guitar. Her daughter, I don't know her daughter's name though, plays piano. Then another daughter dances. It was pretty fantastic.
That's a
It was
family affair.
It was. The piano, though, I was like, wow.
Yes.
What a
Even-
talented kid.
But listen, now it is not a common phrase to say the Madonna concert almost brought me to tears from like a soft spot, not like, oh, Madonna's my queen. But when she sang this song called Mother and Father, if you're a huge Madonna fan, you know that song. I think it's from the Raylight album. She's singing, David is playing guitar and she's singing, and she lost her mother at 5, and David's mother died in childbirth, and there's these huge screens, and it's just pictures of their mothers. And they're going through the way like her stage was. It was like 5 runways. It was really all this interconnected runway. So she can start at the back and she can go all through it and come all the way to the other side.
kind of like the letter H. Kind of.
Yeah. And so David is playing the guitar and she's singing and she's like floating in this box. Wasn't she floating in the box?
She was floating.
I just thought it was so touching. I don't know why. I was like, oh my God, this is like so. I mean, it's like a real soft moment for Madonna. I did not expect that moment.
Yeah, because she'd come full circle to where, she has kids who she's raising and she has to be a mom now. And
Well, I've always known that Madonna has missed her mother. I mean, Madonna has always talked about the lack of having a mother in her life has made her want to be a mother so much. But I did not realize David's mother died in childbirth. And so to have
How
their
old
two
was
pictures,
he when she adopted?
I think he was like 4 or 5.
yeah,
He was
they were
small.
just real young kids.
Oh, yeah. And they're all 4 from Malawi, all 4 of her adopted kids.
So she came on a little bit later, around 10:30, which was fine. It was a Friday, and then God, I don't know if I got out there until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. It was like
kept going out.
12:45-ish.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything she did was very entertaining and very good.
She did a lot of. I mean, it was mostly the originals. She didn't do some weird remixes
She didn't
of it.
reinterpret them.
No, not really.
She just didn't do Express Yourself like with oomph.
Right.
Express Yourself was like more like acoustic, but I was like, and it was fine. But everyone's like, "Come on, girls, do you believe in love?" Like you wanted that one,
Yes.
But I think it was overall was great. But I kind of felt like her mic was muddled.
A
little bit.
There's definitely some times when I was like, "Can you turn it up?
Can you turn it up?
Turn it up.
So
I can't hear it."
from KRBE, it was me
Because
and
she
my
was
husband
sick?
in our seats. We had Irvin with Ahmad, Audrey Rose, Special K was there with Booster. Anybody else from KRB am I missing? Some promotion people maybe? But we were scattered throughout.
And I was so salty because the KRBE, everyone from KRBE who was able to get any leftover tickets got the 400 section, which is nosebleed. Well, when Irvin and Ahmad got there, they went to the box office. They were like, maybe can we buy up? Oh, no. They got free floor exchange tickets because
Whoa.
apparently they were moving people down from the nosebleeds to the floor section. I was like, what? So then I went to the box office and she was like, oh, no, baby, that's only for the 400s. We're moving them up. I was like, what the? But I paid a lot of money for these. Why can't
They must
I
have
move
had a
up?
lot of vacancies on the floor, and
They
they
did.
didn't want any
Because they're
holes.
so expensive.
Because they were so expensive, and on StubHub right before the show, I went to go look. There was a huge patch of seats on the floor, so I can totally see why they upgraded from the balconies.
I'd rather be up a little bit higher to see
I know,
everything,
that's-
though.
You don't want to be all the way up there, though. That's like
I don't know.
really high up.
That's what
It was a good
told
shot
Booster.
though for the whole scene, though. To see all those screens being up there was good.
You can see everything.
Yeah.
But I saw the pictures that Irvin, our digital a partner, was taking, and they were so close to Madonna. And he said that he could hear her off mic, and it
Like
was
in her- like with her real voice
with her
off mic
real
when she was
voice,
talking to the crowd.
and it touched his soul.
It was so nice. So that was really fun. It is April Fool's Day today, and I don't want you to fall for this headline now that Beyonce has dropped her country album. What is a prank is that Eminem and 50 Cent have teamed up for a country album.
No.
That is a prank headline. Do not fall for that prank headline.
Never
That's
know. He does the
hilarious.
rodeo.
Yes, Eminem, seeing the
about
success
Eminem,
of
though.
Beyonce's new album, this is all a prank, this is how the story's going to read, has decided to go country himself and has teamed up with 50 Cent on a collection of country ballads. I love country music. My favorite song is the one about Applebee's. It's about Walker Hayes.
Talking about Applebee's.
Yeah.
If he
Anyway,
partnered
so
with
it's all
like a
fake.
country artist, like if Eminem partnered with a country artist, I could maybe believe that. But with 50 Cent, I don't think so.
See,
they're
I
both
see
gonna
just
go
the
country.
opposite.
I feel like that's
Eminem
such a
is
stretch.
not going to go country.
Yeah, but if they partnered with somebody, I'd probably be all about it.
So that is a prank headline. Eminem and 50 Cent teaming up
Dang.
for a country album is a prank headline. Just be careful today with what you read. 1 year, a lot of times for us, because we're in entertainment, we are very aware. But 1 year it really did get me with the popularity of Frozen. It was like maybe 5 years after Frozen had come out. There was a headline that Disney was turning Cinderella's castle into Elsa's Frozen castle. And the reason you should have known that's a prank is because it's not Cinderella's castle. It is Sleeping Beauty, is it not?
No, one of them there's two different castles between
Okay.
Cinderella's
Disney
in
World
Florida,
and Disneyland.
Okay, which
one
one
is
is- the one in
Cinderella
Land?
and the other one is
Sleeping
So,
Beauty?
so Land is Sleeping Beauty. It's
Snow
gotta be.
White, isn't it? Or is
No,
it
no,
Sleeping
no,
Beauty?
Sleeping Beauty, I thought it was
Beauty.
California.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but the
Yeah.
textures will tell you in 2 seconds.
Yes, that's right. I believe Disneyland has Aurora's castle for Sleeping Beauty, and World has Cinderella's. And the headline was that Cinderella is going to be done away with and move over, Cindy. Elsa's coming for you. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy. They're going to turn into like the Frozen
It's
castle.
like you almost
No, that
wanna
was fake also.
Avoid social media completely today because it's
It's gotta help you
basically.
if you die today or a celebrity
Oh,
dies.
I know.
Nobody will
'Cause
believe you.
It's basically lie day.
Yeah.
Because there was
Lie
a
day.
celebrity that somebody tried to kill him off. Who was it? He said, I'm not dead. Why do people keep trying to kill me off? Was it Gary Busey or something like that? Somebody that could be dead, but you're not really sure.
Like you wouldn't
Richard
be shocked.
Simmons.
Yeah, 70s
What's that
or
drop?
80s star that could be dead.
What's that Gary Busey thing you sent me?
Oh, God.
He likes
what
butter
was it?
biscuits. What is it? Butter? No. It's like a little thing of him, like
I
a meme
know.
on TikTok.
I know. I sent it to you and I can't remember what it was
Oh, my God,
anymore.
it's so funny.
And that's when I had heard that because you have to, if people who make up death hoaxes about celebrities have to go with celebrities that are not like top of their game right now so people buy it. That's why the 70s, 80s star Gary Busey was like, oh my God. Why don't you want to kill me? I'm fine. Because other people are like, oh, wow, did you hear Gary Busey died? It's like, no, I'm right here. Because, if you try and go for like a really big celebrity, I mean, that's just sacrilegious. People will kill you for that. You know what I mean? Like they're in the height of the Spice Girls. There's
It's
a
in,
DJ that worked here, was doing part-times in Austin, or I think maybe he had just got his full-time in Austin. And he said that the Spice Girls had been killed. And he got fired. Because everyone's like, why in the hell would you do that?
That was just stupid.
It was. He just thought he was going to, make some
Yes,
noise.
Buttered sausage. That's what it was.
What about him?
What are you doing? Get it out of my face.
What is it?
Buttered sausage. Buttered sausage. I take it real estate's not your jam. It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
That's Gary Busey. That's why it's believable if he died. Because people were like, he's so kooky. Okay. But no, he has not passed. And just
that
be
guy, after that
aware.
motorcycle accident, it really screwed him up.
Yeah, he's within the realm of possibility. That's the whole thing. If you're going to do that kind of a prank, if you're somebody that's really so empty in your life that you got to start a death hoax, you got to make it within the realm of possibility.
The death hoax. Okay.
So
Coming
annoying.
up next, yesterday was Easter. We're going to go around the table. We have some listener line calls. And if you have eggs that you boiled for Easter, for an Easter egg hunt, like actual eggs,
Yes.
we have some news on when you cannot eat those anymore.
Yeah. News flash, because I did not know about this
I
for
used to
how
always
many
eat 'em.
years? All my life.
They sit in my basket for weeks.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll go around the table next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE.
I love it.
Back to Roula and Ryan.
Okay,
All
right
right,
out
we
of the
feel
box.
your pain if you're sitting in traffic.
Right out of the box, we are going to just acknowledge that 610 is a mess. And if you are heading that way, it's the 610 North Loop westbound at Yale. There is a single car accident that has shut down the entire freeway and it has affected the feeder roads. So if that's your direction, please change your direction. The ones that are already in there, I'm sorry that you're already in there. It seems it's going to be a while. It says the traffic is flowing 2 times slower than normal. Some people are texting us, it's not flowing at all. So there's a huge delay there. It happened at 4:30 this morning. It is still affecting people.
Because someone died?
It said single car fatality.
Okay, so yeah, somebody did pass away, unfortunately, and obviously there's a lot to do after that happened. So just
Find an
put
alternative route.
You pack your patience, kids,
Yeah, remember, somebody lost their life.
and we hope that
You
we
might
can-
be late, but somebody's not going to have it tomorrow.
So that's going on there. Yesterday was Easter, and if you are the kind of Easter celebrator where you boil real eggs to hide for the kids, you don't use just the plastic ones. You also boil real eggs that you dyed.
We always
and
had the real
hide.
ones.
I saw a buddy, he hid eggs, but he put in his notes on his phone where he hid them.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, that's
That's
a good
why I never
idea.
did that. I was always like, oh.
What's that smell?
Where'd they go?
Oh, yeah.
My
It
God.
says you should
Smart.
throw them away if you hid eggs in places where they were exposed to dirt, pets, and bugs. Don't be like, oh, yay, we found these eggs and they're going to be in our basket. Now we're going to peel them and eat them. Just toss them.
Got a
Why?
shell.
Yeah, the shell
It
protects
has
you.
a shell, but it just says, according to U.S. Food and Drug Administration, before you bite into that leftover egg from your Easter egg hunt, you should know that if you hid the eggs in places where they were exposed to dirt, pets, and bugs, you should throw them away.
And
How
I
long?
believe they say 2 hours is as long as they can stay out.
What?
Especially in the sun.
Are you
Most
kidding
food
me?
is 2 hours.
Okay, but what
I think
about
boiled eggs are a little different.
What about in your Easter basket? I remember my Easter basket, and I'd have those eggs in there for days, and I'd be peeling them and eating them.
Well, that's one of those.
That's gross.
You had some kind of iron stomach or some kind of like 70s mumbo jumbo
Yeah,
that
it's
like,
like,
didn't like make anybody sick.
Those are real eggs back then.
Now I just think about it, it makes you sick.
Super
you
chickens
know?
that have eggs.
And also, I just remember we did an Easter egg hunt at my house with boiled eggs, but they ended up being like, oh, I thought it was a confetti egg. No, there's just smashed yolk everywhere. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like the dry yolk of a boiled egg. I remember seeing that in like my parents' yard when I was a child. And then, of course, now
My
everybody has
lawnmower would
plastic
chop it
eggs.
up.
Oh, God. There's like shells everywhere.
Ew.
And this year I was like, okay, well, let's see. How can I like to do like different dyes. You know, like a couple of years ago, my friend told me about dyeing your eggs with different kinds of foods, not just actual dye. And if you use purple cabbage, it makes blue eggs. If you use the skins of onions, it makes red eggs and all this stuff. And, you know, the disaster of 14 when we put the egg skins in a bag and I was going to take them home from the restaurant so I could use the skins, and then we forgot them in there for a day. And the next day I go, oh my God, what is that smell in the car?
Wait.
What?
Egg skins?
Skins?
I'm sorry, did I say the egg skins? Onion skins. Onion skins.
Oh.
I'm thinking like shells?
Eggs
Sorry.
They
Onion
have
skins.
shells. They don't have skin.
Because at the family restaurant, think of how many onions they go through.
Yeah.
And I told my dad at the time, I said, Dad, when they, actually it wasn't 14, it was because my dad was already gone. Whoever it was, my brother was in the kitchen. I said, whenever y'all cut the onions for the prep work, I need you to take all the skins and just put them in a plastic bag for me. I'm going to come get them, and we're going to try this, DIY thing about boiling eggs without dye. And he's like, okay. So I
Your
get
fingers
to
would
Christie's.
smell, your house would smell.
yeah, it's not worth it.
Well,
the dye is like 59
Listen,
cents.
well, it's about not having
Is
the
that
dye.
when your coat smelled? Was
Yeah.
that at the time? Or?
No, that was different. I was not living in an apartment. We cooked in front of it. But here's the key if you try this. Now it's for next Easter.
Onion girl.
It's just the skins. You don't hack the onion. You know how you hack the knot off the onion because you're dicing onions?
Yeah.
Well, they had put the knots in the bag too, not just the paper skins. That's why it smelled so bad in the car when I forgot
So
those.
what does it do to the egg?
It dyes it.
It dyes
What
it.
color?
Red.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% sure. I
Onion
can show you
skin
pictures.
will make.
Yes.
Wait, these
Is
are
it
these are
red
yellow
onions?
Well, yellow
Not
onions.
red onions. It is the yellow onion
Uh-huh.
that has that sienna colored
You just
paper.
boil it?
You just boil that and then you put the eggs in it. It made them red. I have pictures. I can show you
That
pictures.
is strange science.
But it's just natural instead of doing like a dye that gets through
Yeah.
the shell and onto the egg white.
Do they,
Yeah.
Do they taste oniony at
No,
all?
not
or-
at all. Not at all.
Wow, this
Seep
egg is
through?
really
Oh, yeah,
oniony.
right? Or if there's like
No.
too much vinegar.
I can
My
post
mom
those
is my little
pictures.
nephew. There's this cool trick where you put it in Cool Whip. So you have the egg and you put it in Cool Whip, and then you put little like drops of the dye, and it gives this like really cool swirl and like tie dye effect.
Okay, so the Cool Whip obviously has to be totally room temperature, and it has to. And you
have
have
to
a
be room
boiled egg
temperature.
that's room
Yeah.
temperature.
Yes,
and
boiled
then
egg,
you just
room
kind of like
temperature.
swirl it through the dye with the Cool Whip.
Yes, and then you let it like sit there for a while, and then you wash it off.
Got a trippy Easter
I want
bunny.
to see what that looks
They're
like.
super trippy. They're really, really cool. Let me look real quick. I can always. I mean, I should have probably told people this before Easter.
I know, because
but
now we're talking about how to dye eggs after Easter, but
Well, for the
it's good
Greeks
me.
out there.
For the Greeks out there,
Yeah.
you can do it May 5th. So
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
I still love that. You're going to be
I'm
doing
telling you,
Look how
Easter.
cool these
Mayo.
look.
We'll all be drinking
Ooh,
margaritas.
that's nice.
They're all like little trippy eggs.
That's pretty neat.
And actually,
that
Eric,
is
the
cool
last
looking. That's
time,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Greek Orthodox Easter fell on Cinco de Mayo because that's my mother and father's wedding anniversary. You and Negi brought your oldest. Oh yeah, Ava was born because Alexandra was born. Y'all came to our house, and I have a picture. We have a video
Really?
of you talking to my mom and dad because we had an anniversary cake for them, and that was the last Easter with my dad.
Was that
that
your
was
house?
2013 at my old house before I built the new house.
Really?
Yes, I have a video of you and Negi, my mom and my dad. We got them a chocolate anniversary cake. It was Cinco de Mayo, and it was Easter.
That's funny. I don't remember
So that
that.
hasn't happened since 2013, and next year the Easters will line up.
Oh, well, I'll be
So
at
I
the
will not
same.
have a delayed Easter.
When is it next year?
Next year it's I don't know the date, but April
Like
something.
a late one?
No, I don't know what late is.
This seemed early.
I never know when Easter's late or early. I have no idea.
It did seem early. They were always in, like, I was born
That was
on
like-
April 10th, and I was born on Easter Sunday, and they usually
Oh
are
yeah,
in
it was
April.
March 31st yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is at least 2 weeks early. Well, now you know. I'll go look it up.
Hey, time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Let's give a round of applause to Cougs. The Cougs,
know.
Houston Cougs.
Oh,
Season
so
came to
rough.
an end. 54-51 lost to Duke, ending their March Madness.
Let me tell you why it didn't hurt as bad for me. I was trying to keep track of the Astros game, U of H, and the Rockets while I was at the Madonna concert. The Rockets won like the last second, beating the Jazz by 1 point.
That was a,
Yeah, but they lost last night.
I know, I watched
They
that
broke
too.
their streak.
That was like a 20-something loss.
Yep.
And then I
Not a
saw
good
when the
week.
Cougs lost, I was like, oh no.
but Shed was out. They were up by 6 when he got hurt. Their best player, All-American, he was injured, and then they ended up losing by 3. So they had a chance at the end.
It was a tight game.
to tie it. They showed a lot of heart. This team has had the last like 4 years injuries.
A lot of injury.
And it's just, they get so close.
Did Duke play again last night? Did they win?
Yeah, they got their butt kicked.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I loved it.
Who beat them?
North Carolina State,
Oh, okay.
NC State.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they get this big dude. He's like Shaq and Charles Barkley combined.
Oh, my
Like a
God.
big-
That's huge.
He's not that tall, but he's just a big boy. He's
a tank.
thick. But he's got
Wow.
this gentle shot. And it's a lot of fun. I'm cheering. They're like 11 seed, which in basketball, 11 seeds usually don't do well.
That'll be
Don't make
fun
it
to
that
watch,
far.
though, I
Wow.
would think.
Yeah, so that's pretty fun.
So that's an underdog.
And
that won
tonight's a
then.
good one if you like Caitlin Clark and Iowa versus LSU. And
That's at 6:15.
Is it 6:15?
Yep.
On what channel?
It's probably is it ESPN?
Oh, ESPN, yeah.
I have to look.
Women's Elite 8. Okay,
And-
got
And
it.
is it Angela Reese with LSU? Yeah. Last year they had the big drama last year because she put her hand in front of her face, like waving her goodbye. It was fun.
Oh, wow.
I love that seeing them. I want that. I want to see aggressive. I know more
Well, there
about
were a lot
the
of
girls
sports this weekend.
players than the boy players this year.
I was going to say, you know a lot about all basketball. You're the basketball.
And we got to give.
oracle.
Wow, the Yankees kicked the Astros' butt this weekend.
Yeah. Our
I'm pretending like
Our
it didn't
relief
happen because I didn't get to watch those
wasn't a
games. I was
relief.
otherwise busy.
Only positive is the pitching. The starting pitching looked decent.
yeah.
It was the
The
relievers.
relief-
Two
The
games
relief
we had
pitching,
it in the
not
bottom
so
of the
great.
ninth. 2 games. We had 2 guys on in the bottom of the ninth. Like, okay, it's cool. We're going to be a walk-off. No, it was not a walk-off at
And
all.
Aaron Judge didn't do anything. It was all that Juan Soto who he owns
Been
us.
killing it.
Nationals, now Yankees. Damn it.
I don't like to hear any of those words that just came
All
out
right,
of
but
your
how about
mouth.
some
Move on.
But it's
positive
okay
news?
though. Think
How
about
about
it.
some
They
positive
swept
news
us and they're
here?
acting like it was the World Series.
Oh, I know.
Imagine if they
But we
did this.
swept you guys in the playoffs.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Yeah, imagine if it had happened in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It'd be a
We've
lot
only
more
got
fun.
160 more games to go. I mean, come on. Houston made the cut as one of the wealthiest cities in America, but we were beaten out in the growth department by Austin and Dallas. Now, in terms of millionaire population growth over the last decade, Austin and Dallas are growing more, but we got way more millionaires here and billionaires here. So listen to this. Houston is home to more than 90,000 millionaires.
Yep.
Compared to Austin's 32,000.
Kevin's like, I'm one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Now I am. Boom. Real estate millionaire. What?
I think it's a little different.
That's
Kevin.
a little
That's not
different.
the same.
They actually have millions.
You don't have $1 million.
In their bank account.
Just
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
debt doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I've got a
You
million
don't have
in
$1
debt
million
does
in your
not
bank
mean I'm a
account.
millionaire.
Hey, I have secured debt.
Let him thrive over there. Let me
have it.
Yeah, let him have that one.
That's what's going
That's Angel
down.
Reese. Yeah, that's Angel Reese. LSU.
Okay.
Let's go LSU. Take down Iowa. Iowa sucks. That's because I'm from Illinois.
I don't have any allegiance to either one.
My grandma would always say, look at somebody in Nebraska flushed the toilet. I look over, it's an Iowa license plate.
Oh my God. Stop. Okay, coming up next. Look at me now. Did somebody get you down? Somebody told you can't, you won't, you'll never, you can't, you couldn't, and you'll never amount to anything, but you did? Look at you now. 713-390-KRBE. If the odds were against you, but you have succeeded. We want to hear all about it next on The Roula and Ryan Show.